So, how to make sniper entries. How to make sniper entries is like a technical analysis thing. Most of us, some of us might have heard sniper entries, sniper entries. Traders say, "Oh wow, I'm waiting for my sniper entry." There's even this popular meme that I think that green meme stuff, holding a sniper and then sniping it at candlestick charts. Some of us that are familiar with this term already. When you say sniper entry, sniper is something that is a precise entry, something like a perfect entry for you. That is what sniper entry is, and I'm going to be teaching you guys all this. And then disclaimer, guys. Whatever you hear at this meeting right now, today, this night, make sure that you back test them, you retest them, because it's like I'm sharing you guys a trading strategy, a sniper trading strategy. So make sure that you test and retest them. Crypto-based media will not be responsible for your mistake. Maybe because you said you've watched this video now and then you go ahead to practicalize it without first testing it out and see if the strategy works for you. Anyway, if you listen carefully and then you pay your full attention to this Zoom session, you're going to understand everything I'm saying, and then you're going to make a meaning out of it. And then you're going to understand how sniper entries work and how you can use them. So, okay, end of disclaimer. All right, introduction. Yeah. I'm Rock, a crypto trader, analyst, and content creator for crypto-based media. If you go to our YouTube channel, you are going to see me talking to you about a lot of crypto times, a lot of crypto education like that. So here it is, guys. And also, I have a crypto pastor in the building. That's the CEO of crypto-based media. So we are going to be doing this together. Probably when I'm done, is going to have a little talk with you guys, and then an announcement, guys. There'll be an announcement from Crypto Pastor, you guys, and then maybe at the intermission of this Zoom session I'm doing right now, at the intermission, I'm going to make an announcement also. So make sure that you stay tuned to the end of the session. Okay. Okay. So I don't know if some of us have watched this movie before, Sniper Ultimate Kill. If you watch this movie, send a message to the chat session. Send a message to the chat session. If you've seen this movie, Sniper Ultimate Kill, if you've seen this movie, send a message to the chat session. Let me know, guys. If you've seen this movie, Sniper Ultimate Kill, let me know, guys. Or am I doing? Wow. So I'm the only one that have seen this movie. That can't be possible. This movie has been since like 2017. That's been great. It's been since 2017. And then the guys shooting snipers in this movie, they okay, great. All right. So I was talking about this movie where great. I was talking about this movie where some guys that shoot with precision, with great snipers, they do their calculation and everything. So these things are like very similar to trading, guys, because even in cryptocurrency trading, you have to like be precise in your shots. You have to like, precision 100% stuff. The fact is that nobody can get a 100% accuracy in cryptocurrency trading. Nobody. So the thing is just that sniper strategy doesn't get you close to 100%. If it doesn't get you to 100%, it will be very, very close to that. So that is just it, because there's no 100% perfection anywhere, but it will be very, very close to perfection, guys. Okay, so let's proceed. Great. Let me just keep this guy. Okay, great. So firstly, for you to understand these sniper entries, you just need to know support and resistance, guys. Support is based on very technical analysis. Like there can't be technical analysis without resistance, because resistance is very, very important. It's very, very important for people that don't understand support and resistance. Let me say something like this: we have the rooftop, and then we have the floor, and then you have the price chart going this way. hear me? Kindly check with your connection. Great, great. So I was talking about support and resistance. That's like the basis of technical analysis. Like anywhere, anyone who teaches support and resistance and is not, I mean, like, anyone who is teaching technical analysis and is not taking support and resistance is not doing it right. Because support and resistance serve as is a very important is a very, very important topic in technical analysis, guys. It's very, very important. And then let me see. Okay, let me talk about the key levels in support and resistance also. And then this way I'm going to go to my BTC charts right here. Okay, I'm going to go to my BTC chart right here. Let me first clear all these former drawings. Okay, great. So in any price chart you see, in any price pattern, in any candlestick chart you see, there's definitely going to be what we call support, and then the resistance is the price whereby if the resistance is the price whereby if the price hits that point, it is either going to break it or it is going to bounce back from that area. That is the two things that can happen in a support and resistance. That's the thing. So this one on top here is a resistance, and this one below is support. This one serves as the roof, and this one serves as the floor. The floor can break, the roof can break. When the price gets to the roof, it can break that roof and continue going up, retest that roof and continue going up. And then when it comes to the floor, it can as well break that floor, or it is going to bounce back at that floor. So this is like the basic thing you need to know about support and resistance. This is the basic thing you need to know about support and resistance, guys. So let me just clear this thing again. Okay. Move on drawing. Great. So this is the basic thing you need to know about support and resistance. Now, in drawing support and resistance, you need to like draw it right because there are key levels. You know, aside from the normal support we know, aside from the normal support here, we have support here, and then we have support here also. We have it small mini support here also. We can say we have another support here again. Can say we have another support here again. You know, different kinds of supports. But the fact is that there are some big supports that everybody can see, that the institution players can see, that the can see, that the whales can see, guys, that the whales can see. So if you just draw support randomly, you might not be doing it right, or to draw them key levels. It's not like your support is not right. The support is right, but you need key levels in those supports. You need key levels in those supports. Now, if you want to draw a support that has a good key level, this is what we are going to do. I'm just going to draw that it's right. This around 5th of April, 6th of April, around that period, 2021, guys, 2021. So this is, let's see, let me see. Excuse me. Okay, great. So I'm going to like put my support, make sure it touches this line, and then I can adjust it right here. I would like to put it in a even figure. Yeah, 59,000. Great. So I'm going to this. I mean, this resistance is like very, very valid. This is a resistance, guys. This is a resistance. This is a resistance right here. So this resistance is very, very valid. And then I would like to save time, option, and then clone that. Okay. Let me just draw a new one. Let me just draw a new one. And this is another new line right here indicating, this is a new line indicating a resistance. Okay, 45,000 it is. 45,000 it is. So let's see, 45,000. I want to show you guys how it's done. I want to show you guys how it's done, how it's done. So you don't get to make those silly mistakes anymore. Then let me just put this guy at 30,000. Great. 30,000. Okay, great. So please, if you can, I want to make sure that everybody is following. If you can see my Bitcoin chart, if you can see my Bitcoin chart, send sniper to the chat session. If you can see my Bitcoin chart, send sniper to the chat session. If you can see my Bitcoin chart, send sniper to the chat session. Send sniper to the chat session right now. You can see my Bitcoin chart. It's great, great. I'm loving this. I like when everybody is following. I like when everybody is following. Great. I'm just trying to admit more people in. Great. So to complete our key levels, what I'm drawing right now is key levels, guys. Key levels. These key levels are what point out your take profits. These key levels are what point. Oh, that must be a network error. Voice faster than video. These key levels, guys, are what point your take profits. They are what point out your take profit. So I'm just going to clone to get more precise in the drawing. Okay, this is another key level right here. And then I'll clone this again. This guy isn't supposed to be here. Okay, great. And I'll clone this guy again to this point. Yes. Okay, guys. So this is our these are our key levels in our support and resistance. These are our key level in our support and resistance. This is our key level. This is our key level. Now, don't let us forget our sweet presentation right here. So now, the look at support and resistance, how to draw them, and then look at the key level, because these are what are important for you to get a great sniper entry. These are what are important. So setting up the sniper and scope. You know, normally when people that shoot real snipers, they have this scope. In fact, if you play games like COD, you're going to see those big scope that will let you zoom in and view in your targets very well before you then shoot your shots. I mean, before you then shoot your shots. So this scope is very, very important. So now this one too is like what we are doing right now is like we are getting, we want to know what we are going to do. We are going to look at our scope before we then shoot, before we then make our entries. Our shot is our entry. So if you watch the movie I was talking about earlier, you're going to know this like the villain in the movie. Now, right now, this one is the market. Like, let me say this is like every other market players against you, right? This is like every other market player. This is the markets right here. And then the actor in that movie, the guy is like this, and beside him is this I think that guy is cool also. I'm not really sure, but beside him is the guy that makes calculation of the angles. The guy is going to tell him, and then he's going to move those angles and then make sure that his shot is right and his shot is precise and perfect. His shot is precise and perfect. There's one guy beside him right there that does like the and this is the market, and this is you. This is you. This is you looking at the market. This is you making your analysis. This is you making your technical analysis with your charts and then your tools, your indicators, and everything. This is you, and then this is your scope, guys. Now, okay, so to set up this so this is a sniper trading strategy. Let me first be sure that everybody's on the same page with me. If you're on the same page with me, let me know, please. If you're on the same page and you can see my screen clearly, please let me know. If you can see my screen clearly, send an eye to the chat session. If you can see my screen clearly, send an eye to the chat session if you can see my screen clearly. Great, great. I'm currently setting up the sniper and scope. Wow. So the first is check the trend. Check the trend. That is the first thing you want to do. You want to know whether it is a downtrend or an uptrend. Let's make use of BTC USDT right here. Yes, as our key level the other time, and then we've drawn our support and resistance, the major levels. These are what they call the major levels. Markets get to react when they get to this level. Markets react when they get to this level. So we've drawn this thing. Okay. Let me just pass this guy and show you. Okay, great, great. So this is a current uptrend. This is a current uptrend. When it got to 58,000 right here, and then it goes down again, it's retraced, and then it came back up and retested 58,000. Did as if it wants to break it, but it is still in this zone right here. It is still in this zone right here. That means it's not breaking it, right? So it's retraced again and then hit this guy right here. So one thing I want you guys to understand is that if the price is at resistance, this is the resistance right here. This point right here is the resistance. Let me see if I can type that in quickly. Resistance. Okay. So this point right there on top right here is the resistance. This is the resistance right here, and then this is like the present support. You know, normally our support and resistance. So this is the roof, this is the floor. So if the price is as the resistance, and then we are seeing like dojis, we are seeing candlestick that are like up to 8, there is high probability that that price chart currently is not going to break that resistance. There's high probability that that price chart is going to bounce that resistance and come back to the support. There is high probability. In fact, 9 out of 10 trades, if the price is going like, you know, normally up, down, up, down, up, down, and then you see something like this, the resistance, you know, okay, let me try and see if I can move this to a shorter time frame for you guys to see. Okay, great, 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 great. Okay, so when you see this right now, and then you see that those candles are like consolidating, moving to the right side, it is very, very possible that that price is going to come back to hit that support. It is very, very possible. In fact, 9 out of 10, it happens like that, because a price that is going to break out is not going to consolidate as resistance. No, it won't. It will just break out and probably retest that resistance and turn it to a support. That is what happened mostly, guys. That is what happened mostly. It is basically something that you see when you look at your chart, when you get familiar with your chart very well. When you see the price, when you see the candlestick consolidating and moving to the right hand side, that means it is possible that bounce will happen from that resistance and it will go back to support. Now, let's see as this one actually did, and let's see how it actually unfold. Let me try and return it back to my 1 day time frame, because I love 1 day lots. Okay. So now let's see as this price chart actually played out. Let's see. You know, it did like it was going to break it, but then it came back, coming back, and then here we are at our precious support again, guys. Here we are at our precious support again. Let me, if I can quickly put that in text for you guys. Supports. Great. So here we are at our precious support again. So I think I've made a point right there. I've made a point right there. So the next step is draw key levels, which we've done. We've done that. We've drawn key levels. We've drawn our key levels. These are our key levels. These are our support here, resistance here. So this is our key levels, guys. These levels are the key levels. Okay. The next thing we want to do is okay. Set 20 and 50-day moving average. Set 20 and set 20 and a 50-day moving average. These are 20. This is a 20-day moving average, and this is a 50-day moving average. But for the sake of the people that don't know how to set this thing, let me just do it all over again. You can as well set any short day moving average and long day moving average, or short-term moving average and long-term moving average. But me, 20-day and a 50-day moving average. Some prefer using 10 and 20. Well, it must be a short day and a long day moving average, so that you can get that that crossover. That is the reason why we are using that moving average, guys, so that you can get that crossover. So you can just come to your indicator and just search for moving average, or just search for MA. You're going to get it right. So this 9-day moving average by default, which I'm going to change to 20. To change that to 20. Then this to blue, that's the style. Okay, also I'm going to add one more moving average. I said I want them to cross over, so I'm going to be adding another moving average to make sure that happens. Okay, another moving average. Great. Okay, so I'm going to set this one to a 50-day moving average. So this is like the long-term moving average. This is like the long day moving average. And then I'm going to set the color so that I differentiate them when they cross each other. Great, guys, great. So this is what basically happens with the moving average. When the short-term moving average above the long-term, that means it's a bullish scenario. That means it's an uptrend. You can even use this one to recognize a trend. Now, when it crosses and then it crosses to the blue line, crosses below the red line, that means a bearish action has begun. That's like a short-term bearish action. So it's as simple as that, guys. It's as simple as that. So I actually made this list for you guys, and you can screenshot it. You can screenshot my page right now. You can screenshot this page right now so that you can see this thing and then go back to it later. Now, after we've set our 20 and 50-day moving average, we're going to identify structure. We're going to identify structures and then draw them. We're going to identify the structures and draw them. We're going to identify the structures and draw them. Now, right now, let me just do the work of drawing this structure that looks like it is consolidating already. Great. That looks like it is consolidating already. Great. Please, can everyone see my screen? If you can see my screen, send an eye to the chat session. I also make sure that everybody is following. I also make sure that everybody is following, and then we don't leave anyone behind. Great, great. So right now, I just do my kind of a consolidating structure. So this structure, definitely it has a support and resistance. This is support right here, and then this is the resistance right here. So the next step to do is identify the consolidation at key resistance. Okay, zoom in at smaller level. Great. We are going to do that right now. Oh, can this guy just hide itself? Okay, so we are going to identify the consolidating guy. We're going to identify the consolidating guy. This is the big consolidation, and then there is another one right here. Another consolidation that is moving right here, just moving to the sideways. If I change it to a smaller time frame, you guys will see and understand what I'm talking about. Okay, great. It's great. So let me just do another work of drawing that. Yes, let me do another work of drawing that right now. Great. So okay, after we've done that, we've identified our consolidation at key resistance. We've identified these are consolidation at key resistance. This is like the key resistance. Okay, back to 1 day time frame. This is like the key resistance level, and then we've identified that this guy is consolidating, and then we've seen another smaller guy consolidating inside this small box. So after that identification is done, we're going to wait for EMA Cross before entry or enter at EMA Cross. So this is the thing, guys. This is the thing. You can decide to enter. You can decide to enter at. Let me work the yes. You can decide when the MA crosses. Remember, I said the 50-day MA is the red line, and then the 20-day MA is the blue line. So when the 50-day MA crosses, when the 20-day MA crosses downwards, and then it is under the 50-day MA, that's like a bearish action, right? So this is what we are going to do. Reverse the time. Great. Let me just play this and then just fast forward. Great. So if you notice at this point, there is a cross right here. There's a cross right here. Remember, I said this thing actually happens when you are seeing a consolidation at resistance. This is a resistance. Consolidation is when the price is moving to the right side. Consolidation is when the price is moving to the right side, and then this is a resistance right here. So I said, I'm just trying to recap for those that are just coming in. I said, if you are seeing the consolidation and resistance, it is very, very possible that that price bounces back and goes back to the support and then continues going up and down like that. So if you are seeing that at the resistance, there is this small candle, small, because you should know that that is not breaking out, but instead it is coming back down. Even if it gives you a fake out, it is only fake, and it is definitely going to come back to the support. Now, the first confirmation I want you guys to understand is this crossing. Once this crossing happens, some traders just believe that they can make the entries right there. You can make your entries right there. In fact, you'll be profitable if you do so. But me as a trader, I won't make my entry right there. And then the kind of entry I'm talking about right here is a short entry, guys. It's a short entry. You can't make a long at resistance right here. In fact, as this like an all-time high, you can't make a long right here. It's not possible you make a long right here. But at this same point, when that EMA crosses, when the 20-day moving average crosses the 50-day moving average, if you make your entry here, you are still right. But as a trader, because me as a person, I have trust issues. I don't trust people. I don't trust because the market are people now. So I would like to get another confirmation before I make my entry. That's how I do my trades. I like to get another confirmation before I make my entries. So check if there is a candlestick pattern to confirm your entry. Now, I've talked about waiting for the EMA cross, and then our EMA has crossed. Our EMA has crossed already. Our EMA has crossed successfully right here. Now, you can check for a candlestick pattern. Like you can check for a candlestick pattern. You know, I made a video on candlestick chart patterns some days ago. You can just head on to Crypto Base Media on YouTube, and then you see those candlestick chart patterns. There's Doji, there's Bullish Arami, there's 3 White Soldier, there's Morning Star, Evening Star, etc., etc. So we see a bearish candlestick pattern right here. That's another confirmation for you. Now, right here, I'm already seeing pattern right here. This is like a bearish Arami, a very long bearish candle. So that's like a bearish Arami right here. And then as for me, this is another confirmation. But me as a person, for you to get another confirmation, like if you want to be 100% sure that this trade is going down, that this trade is coming down, this is what you are going to do again. Watch, guys. So, breakdown of your small supports. Now, let's look at it. Let's look at this. Great. I love this. Okay, this guy is enough. So if you look at this point, this is our small support now. After we've drawn our structure, we drew our structure this way, and then this is like our resistance, and this is our support. Now, I said a breakdown of this support. If you have a short entry right here, you'll be very, very profitable. If you enter a short position at this breakdown, this is the support right here, and then if you make your entries at this guy right here, is this guy that gave you the confirmation, and then you make your entries right here, then you kind of like zoom out to see your level. You know, I said your take profit are drawn with your key levels. So you should just move it down right here to your key taking profit level. Okay, I've already overplayed that guy, but let's just leave it the way it is. So this is your key support level. This is another key support level, and then that is where I said you guys can draw your key level. That's why I said you guys can take your profits, because it's the key level, and that is where the price is definitely going to. So once you make your entries right here, and then your stop loss, just in case anything happens, you can just put your stop loss right here. So in case the price doesn't go your way and then it wants to stop you out, then it's definitely going to stop you out. But let's just keep the stop loss this way. Great. So you are going to have a good risk to reward ratio right here. So now when the market is moving and you okay, you're already in profits, and then you want to move your stop, like a trading kind of stop loss. I mean, a trailing stop loss. You can assume move it right here at this point right here, and then move down your stop loss at least to break even at that particular point. So once you break even at that particular point, the price continues, and then the price continues and it moves like that. But the most important thing is that once the price gets to this point, you've already taken your profit and then you are out of the trade. It's as simple as that, guys. Guys, the thing is, I don't expect everybody to get this strategy like right now, immediately. So this Zoom session, but you can as well watch it and rewatch that you can fully understand, grasp what I'm trying to say. So if you replay it, you fully understand and grasp what I'm trying to say. Okay, guys. So okay, I've mentioned every necessary thing right here. I've mentioned it, setting your take profit at key levels, and we've done that already. We've set our take profit at each level. Now, the next thing for us to look at is the long aspect. Because yes, we are going to record the Zoom session, drop it on our YouTube channel later on so you can rewatch it. So the next thing is for you to check the long version. So when you are shorting, and then after you've short, then maybe the long is going to be like the opposite of the short. What happened in the short is what happened, the strategy we use in the short, so taking out the short trade, is the opposite we are going to use to take the long trade. Long trade. All right. If you can hear me and see my screen clearly, send long to the chat session. Send long to the chat session because we're about to go long. Send long to the chat session. We're about to go long, guys. We're about to go long. Great. We're about to go long, guys. We're about to go long. So as I said earlier, the opposite of what happens in the see the same strategy. That's what we are going to use in the long aspect. So now, if you are taking the long, let me go back to my charts right here. Let me go back to my charts and say, okay, great. I'll just like to delete this guy. Okay, now, as I said, we are going long. Okay, let me reverse this guy. Okay. I think that's too much. We're already at this side, and then our trade was already at this side. So let me just start. Okay. Yeah, so our trade actually did it at this point. So now for you to take a long, or for you to know when to take a long, I'm still going to be using this same BTC USDT chart. This is like I backdated this chart to like April 2021. This is like April 2021. This is like this month 2021. So okay. Oh, great. So first thing, we are first going to check the trend also. Even if you are going long, you have to check the trend and then check if the downtrend forms a lower low and then it forms a higher low. That means the higher high and lower low will follow, and that trend will change direction to the upside. Okay, this is what I mean. Guys. I don't want to waste any time again because it's almost 9 o'clock. So yeah, the chart was forming higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher highs, and then it was consolidating, and we had this high right here, and then we had this higher high right here, and then we had this lower low right here, and then lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs. You see, the moment you notice a higher low forming after a lower low, immediately you notice this is a lower low right here. Just keep on watching, guys. Let's see how the chart plays out. So continue. Oh, that is it. That is that point. This is an higher low. The chart has made an higher low right here, right at this point. Let me just type that. higher low. Yes, that is an higher low right there. That's an higher low right there. Now it will continue to form. I mean, that is an higher high right there, not an higher low. Not an higher low. It will continue to form higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. So immediately you notice this point, know that something is about to happen. The trend is about to change. The trend is about to change its course. The trend is about to change its course to an uptrend. You know, formerly it was a short downtrend, right here, and then we're about to change to an uptrend. If you notice also at this same point, you have your crossing again. And this is where it gets interesting, guys. For you to see this kind of crossing, you should know that it is very, very interesting. Why? Because we first saw an higher high that was higher than the former guy right here. If you look at it, it's higher than the former guy right here. It's higher than this guy. Let me try and draw that again. So you can see that is higher than this guy. So that is the point, guys. So that is our first stuff right here. When we are taking a long, you know that this guy is about to reverse. This guy is about to change from this downtrend to an uptrend. So the first one is this, our EMA crossing. The one below, the 20-day moving average, crossing the 50-day moving average. That means it's about to get bullish. It's about to get bullish, guys. So the other confirmations we are going to see after drawing our key levels. You know, we still have our key levels drawn. We've already set up all our charts before. We have our MA, we have our 20-day and 50-day moving average, and then we understand everything about that. And then we are going to identify the structure. I think that is what is left. I'm going to identify the structure right here. Yes, I'm going to identify the structure right here. So after identifying the structure, and then we've confirmed that this guy right here, we've confirmed that this guy is crossing already. That's first confirmation. Now, the second confirmation is going to be, you are going to check if there is actually a candlestick chart pattern. You are going to see if there's actually a candlestick chart pattern. If there is a candlestick chart pattern, well, I don't think I see any there. If you can see and then you recognize it, that's great. That's great. So after you can recognize your candlestick chart pattern, that's your second confirmation. Now, the third confirmation before your sniper entry, the third one before your sniper entry is going to be a breakout. It is going to be a breakout, guys. That is going to be your moon confirmation, your bullish confirmation. That is where you are going to make your sniper entry. That is where you are going to make your killer entry. That's where you are going to make your bravo shots, guys. That's where you are going to make your bravo shots. Because this is it, guys. This line you see right here. It serves the short resistance. And then this one right here is like, it's even like a major level. Let me draw it as a major level so that you guys can see it. It's like a level right here. And the other guy is going to be drawn right here. Yes, it's going to be drawn right there. Let me just change the color so you guys can see it clearly. Great. So when the moment you are going to enter is once this guy breaks out, right? Now, this guy is giving us like a double assurance that the trend has actually changed. And I'm going to show you guys why. You know, when the trend is changing from a downtrend to an uptrend, there's also retests of confirmation. So this is the retest happening. The guy attempted to break this resistance right here. It was not lucky. It came back and then it retested it. This time when it retested it, it broke it out. And then let me play to you guys and see how the chart later went on. This is how the chart later went on. Meanwhile, we must have taken our long entry already. We must have taken our long entry, must have taken our long position right at this guy. And then I would like to move it to my key level again. Then I'll continue moving my trailing stop loss. I'll continue moving my trailing stop loss structure by structure. I'll continue moving it structure by structure. So let's see how the chart actually played out. Let's see if we were wrong or we were right. Let's see how the chart actually played out. So the chart was moving and moving, In fact, this is the chart was playing higher highs and higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. So for it to be moving, in fact, the thing is that, okay, this guy must have stopped now. Thank you. Okay. Is something that you can move your stop loss. You can continue to move your stop loss as the trade goes on, so that you can at least break even. So when you see a new, if you don't see a new structure, something like this is what I mean by structure in this instance. If you don't see a new one forming, I don't see any reason why you should move your stop loss. I don't see any reason why you should move your stop loss. But when you see something like that that confirms this, then you can make use of like moving your stop loss to like the next point. You can move your stop loss to the next point. And then remember, take profit is still up right here. And then the trade goes on and then plays on like that. And then see, guys, we are going to take our profits right here. Our take profits was solid and then it was fine and smooth, guys. It was very, very fine and smooth. So, guys, that is how you take let me just try and this drawing because it looks very messy right now. So, guys, that is how you do sniper entries. I would like to recap. I would like to recap it for people that are just coming in, or even for you that are here presently, so that you can just get everything. The first thing you have to do is you have to check your trends, whether it is an uptrend, and then see where you are in the trend, the resistance in an uptrend, and then it is like consolidating. Know that it is very, very possible that that trend, that price is going to bounce back from resistance and it's going to go to support again. So you draw your stuff from there, you draw your key levels, you set your 20-day and 50-day moving average, you identify your structure, you identify the consolidation and the key resistance. You can use your smaller time frame to confirm that. And then also you wait for your moving average crossing. If the 50 moving average, if the 20-day moving average is below the 50-day moving average, you are right. That's the first confirmation. Now, the second confirmation, when you see a candlestick chart pattern, that's the second confirmation. The third confirmation is where there is a breakdown of your support. When there is a breakdown of your support, that's the third confirmation, guys. And then you can set your take profits at the key levels that you've drawn earlier. And then you can continue and then move your stop loss like a trailing moving of stop loss with as the structure, as the price moves downwards, as you move into profits, you can change your stop loss and then change it like that, and like that. So, guys, that is that about using sniper entry, guys. And then if you have any question, at all, kindly ask them right now so they get answered. I'm going to be transferring the mic to Crypto Pastor right now to make these beautiful announcements with you guys. So you all stay tuned, and I'm going to hand the mic over to Crypto Pastor right now. So if you have any question, you can drop your question in the chat session. Don't worry, if your question is about not understanding this chart or this strategy or anything, this video will be uploaded later. I don't even expect you to like grab everything at once. Because even me myself, I didn't grab everything at once. I grab everything by experiences, by what I've experienced in the crypto markets as the trade has been moving. That's how I got to learn it. That's how I noticed, okay, this is how the market moves. Wow, I've noticed this 10 times without number. So that is how it works, guys. That's how it works, guys.